Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the LAN finals of the ZOWIE eXTREMESLAND Asia CSGO 2016 Indian Qualifier here. We are here with the first match of the day, Invisible Wings versus Invictus. The map B2 has begun and we can see that Invisible Wings, they banned out Overpass. I mean, Overpass is one of the maps that they are not comfortable with, but they also know that Invictus is pretty good on this map.
Indeed, man, and I've seen, in fact, Invisible Wings yesterday during the game. They were very keen on playing Cobblestone. So, after the game, I had a chat with Simar. He told me the fact that they did not actually want to execute a few things that they had practiced and did not want the players to know specific strats that they had planned for this game. So, if all things are said and done, we might see Cobblestone or Mirage being picked up since that is the strong maps for Invisible Wings and Invictus respectively.
Yep, but then again they did lose to overcome on Mirage and Cobblestone, and it wasn't a very close game. I mean, they lost 16-9 in Mirage and 16-8 on Cobblestone. So I mean Invisible Wings, they're probably looking to avoid those maps and target a map that Invictus is probably weak on. And Invictus, I mean, I've seen them very good on all the maps. Invisible Wings, they could probably go for new, but then again, we don't know how well Invictus would play that map.
Yep. We'll have to wait and see here as the teams are taking a lot of time, in fact, and rightfully so. The first game, this is... Like, for viewers who do not know the format, it is a round robin best of ones. Each team plays every other team, and the point system basically decides the seeding. The top two seeds go into the upper bracket, while seeds 3 and 4 drop to the lower bracket, and it is best of threes from that point on. So first game is usually the feeler. You're in the LAN, you're under the spotlights, there is a lot of pressure on your shoulder, and this is the game to pretty much get rid of it.
Yep. And also, it is very important for these teams to, win their round robin matches, because, I mean, that, as you mentioned, it does decide the seeding. And a lot of teams, they want to get to that upper bracket because that would confirm their top two positions. So they don't want to miss out on that opportunity. They want to actually go in with this, like, get the win done. And we're going to see two behemoths playing against each other. These two guys, they came from, they actually the first two teams to qualify in the online qualifier, and now they're going to be facing off against each other. I think the entire, the viewers, they are excited to watch this game.
Yep, and another point to note is the fact that both these teams are undefeated in the ZOWIE eXTREMESLAND until this point. So at the end of this game, one team will be the only one remaining which is undefeated at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see what happens though. 25 seconds to go. Invictus are taking a lot of time here to decide the second ban.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, because they're thinking really hard here, because Invisible Wings, both of these teams undefeated, yes, and Invisible Wings are right now on, like, you could say, undisputedly the best team in India at the moment after winning ESL Challenger 1 as well. I mean, also they did win that. I mean, they lost the NBA FPS battles, but they did win the biggest event of that quarter. And it looks like there was a big bug there. I'm not sure what happened, but by the looks of it, it looks like Invictus banned out Nuke, Cobble and Cash, and Invisible Wings, they picked out Train, and we have seen how dangerous Invisible Wings can be at this map.
Yep, and Invictus, their read through Invisible Wings ban out Cobblestone. That's something that, like I mentioned, Invisible Wings would have been very keen on playing them on this best of one, but for the moment, we're going on to Train, ladies and gentlemen. RatZ, any final thoughts?
Well, this game, I think it's going to be pretty favorable to Invisible Wings. I would say a 65 to 35% in favor of Invisible Wings. But then again, Invictus, I mean, these guys, all their players, I mean, especially Excali, man, I still can't get over the fact that he does those insane flicks and no scopes. Hope he gives out some insane plays here. So we'll be back with the game as soon as all the players join the lobby. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I can assure you, you're gonna have a big surprise coming your way. Don't go anywhere.
Beats like the drum in the deep, and the water from around slowly weeps. Like your eyes, cold as ice, dead as the dark. Was our love left alone? Just a watermark in the frozen lake there. like the drum in the deep, and the water from around slowly weeps, like your eyes cold as ice, dead as the dark. Was our love after all just a watermark in the frozen lake that reflected? I was suddenly disconnected. Now the darkness is approaching, flooding in my tears, my heart is choking. Gonna take some time, but I will prove I'm stronger. The devil's gonna hold, trying to pull me under tonight. Make a fire, put away my tears. Gonna creep me out of those wasted years. Those wasted years. Now I know it's over. I see you passing by, hand in hand, with your perfect light. My body goes numb, feels like someone cut out my tongue. I didn't know a heart could die this young. Oh, and now when I look in your eyes, I feel paralyzed.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first game of the LAN finals here at the ZOWIE eXTREMESLAND Asia CSGO 2016 Engine Qualifier. This is ShaDeSLaYeR as well as RatZ bringing to you Invisible Wings going up against Invictus in a BO1 round robin game. RatZ, my man, what's up? How pumped up are you for the games today?
Man, this is the LAN finals. I've been waiting for this day for the longest time. I mean, after the second phase of the online qualifier ended, it has been the longest week and a half of my life. So this is gonna be one hell of a game. So I can't wait for this game to start. And you know, two teams, Invictus versus Invisible Wings. This was Invisible Wings' map choice train, but Invisible Wings, they lost the 9th round and they're gonna be starting off in the T side in a CT sided map. So I'm actually pretty worried for the side of Invisible Wings at the moment.
But you cannot discount how strong Invisible Wings are on their CT side on train, especially. We saw that game where they went up against MXB in that round of 8 upper bracket match, and MXB, they were at one point of time they were 9-0, and they finished out the first half on the CT side 11-4, and Invisible Wings from that point on won at 16-12. So
they only gave MXB one round to work with.
Indeed, and when we actually did do a post-match interview with Invisible Wings after the game, they told me that even if they get 4 or 5 rounds on the T side, that is more than enough for them to close on the match. So Invisible Wings starting on the T side, let's see if they can get that 4 or 5 rounds that they want.
Yeah, I mean, most teams, it's like they need that 6th round, you know, to be in the safer side. For Invisible Wings, it's 4 rounds, and they are just going, you know, they're just going ham here. So, but again, this is Invictus we're talking about. All of these guys are extremely skilled here. They've got good team synergy, and I mean, it's gonna be extremely hard. I mean, it's gonna be really challenging for the side of Invisible Wings to bring this up.
Yep, and we'll have to wait and see. And looks like we are going live, RatZ. Any predictions?
I don't want to be the kind of guy who gives predictions, but since this is Invisible Wings' pick, I would have gone with Invisible Wings. But since Invictus won this 9th round, I'm going to say Invictus are going to win this. It's going to be close, but they are going to win this round. They're going to win this one.
We'll have to, well, like you mentioned, we'll have to see if that is the case. And Invictus, they're going to be starting on the CT side, Invisible Wings on the T side. It's going to be 4 sets of armor and the diffuse kit on right to ace, while on the side of Invisible Wings, they're going to invest into 3 sets of Kevlar, and Kappa is, as well as Sai, are going to have some utility to work with.
Yep. And Kappa, he's got that utility. It looks like it's going to be a fake to B just to get the side of Invictus riled up here while they're planning on going in for that Ivy push. But we can see right to ace and the rest of his team, the Excali and Ruby, they are waiting for the side of Invisible Wings to make that push. And it looks like they will actually commit to this A box. Excali will get overpowered by Manan and he will get taken down immediately. It's Manan, apologies ladies and gentlemen, and Invisible Wings. This is going to clean house here and get this A bomb set now to retake the situation from the side of Invictus.
Yep, Invictus get overwhelmed there on the A-bomb side. Invisible Wings just swarm and take control, and Ruby is gonna have only 5 points of health to work with, and right to is even lesser with only 2. He does get the kill on mid left there, but Sai that finish things off on Ribby, and he's gonna deal up with right to ace as well. Invisible Wings get on the scoreboard 1-0.
Yep, Invisible Wings there. I mean, that was a good play coming out of them, putting that utility onto Kappa, you know, just to give that fake out to the B bomb set, and that kind of, you know, ruined the rotation. As right to ace, he did have a good position at Ivy, but he had to back away, and that just let Invisible Wings storm into the A bomb side.
Yep, and the force spy comes in here for Invictus. It's going to be a scout on Ribby. A glass cannon one at that. Right to ace as well as Marzel are going to be investing into 5-7s and DNM with the P250 to work with Excali, the Deagle out.
Yep, and by the looks of things, Invisible Wings, they're playing it really slow here. They don't want to commit to any side just yet. They've got a minute and a half to work with, so they're going to be playing it really slow. As you can see, they are holding in for any possible pushes coming out from the side of Invictus.
Yep, no hurry to push in. They do not know the buy coming out from Invictus just yet, so they're not committing in, just playing it nice and passive for the moment. Flash comes into it, popped up from RatZ. He's not going to be able to find anyone just yet.
Yep. And Invisible Wings playing it really slow, but by the looks of things, they might actually make a commit onto this B bomb site as Myth left. He's going to line up that smoke there onto this B concrete walkway. And here comes the flash, coming followed by Manan, and they are going to be rushing onto this site here. And Marvel, he's going to take the first fall there as it gets taken down. But DNM, he's alone in this site, and he's using the smoke to play around with it. He will spot him with the left, but he won't be able to connect a single shot onto him as he hits the ball. And with the left, with 3 quick kills there, opening up the B bomb site by right ways with a quick trade-off. And now this thing is getting really intense.
Manan gets the kill there on right to Ace, and Excali is the last man alive here. He does get the headshot onto Kappa there. Make that 2. RatZ gets taken down as well. 1 versus 2. Manan has only 39 points of health to work with as the bomb is already down, but the crossfire is ready here, and it does look like a really impossible situation. And there you go. He did get the kill on Manan, but Sai is there to close things off. Invisible Wings get the second round on the board. RatZ.
Yep, I mean, Excali there, looks like that's so strong. Deagle daily events have been paying off as he has been topping those with the headshots. I mean, I thought he would be able to clutch that round, but it was a good attempt from him nonetheless. And now we are moving on to the third round as the side of Invictus. They're going to go in for a full eco, and the entire side of Invisible Wings is going to stick to their weapons, and they're going to get an upgraded pistol onto RatZ.
Yep, flashes rain in, and Invisible Wings swarm again back onto the A bomb site here. Mythalev gets one, make that 2, taps away with the Glock. Third kill secured by Kappa there, but DNM does get the pick off onto Mythalev here, but it is gonna be Ribby, the last man alive here, up against 4 players on the side of Invisible Wings, and that's gonna be it as Kappa finishes things off. Invisible Wings 3-0, but Invictus, they do have the money, they can go in for the buy.
Yep, and Ribby there, you know, I mean, he did try to go in for the sneaky ninja play, but unfortunately he got spotted out by Kappa and got taken down. But now we're here with the round that matters the most, the gun round. So I mean, the side of Invictus gonna go invest in 5 rifles, while the side of Invisible Wings are gonna do the same with a lot of utility on their belt. But Invictus, they haven't invested in that head armor except for Excali, which is a good choice because the AK, 1 bullet to the head, and your head is gonna be flying across the miles there.
Yep, and Ribby does not have the AWP out to work with just yet. Same goes with the Invisible Wings as well, not investing in on that sniper rifle here. It's going to be 5 rifles versus 5 rifles as Sai is going to be peeking into A there, but is going to back off to set up for some smokes here.
Yep. And Invisible Wings playing it really slow. They're playing it smart here, and you did mention that they just need 4 rounds to kind of, you know, even things out for the second half, and they're already doing a pretty good job here as they've got 3 rounds in the bag. So if they win this gun round, they can be walking in here with a good victory, and my prediction would just go down the drain.
Yep. 3-0 on the T side. Pretty good would be a sort of an understatement there, but regardless, Sai gets taken down right off the bat. Ribby with that boost onto the train does get the pick off here, bringing us down to a 5 versus 4 in favor of Invictus to start pretty much round 4 off.
Yep. And DNM is going to get 2 quick kills onto RatZ with the left, but Manan is going to make that quick trade-off by getting 2 consecutive kills back and forth. And now it's a 2-on-2 situation here. Manan really low on health. You can see right to Ace. He is making that quick rotate as the bomb goes down, and now it's a retake situation for the side of Invictus.
Yep, it's a retake coming in here. Right to Ace is slowly but surely going to be coming in towards the bomb side. Excali with the spray down gets Kappa here. It is 2 versus 1, and there you go. The kill comes in from right to Ace. The defuse is going to come in, and Invictus are gonna get themselves onto the scoreboard. RatZ.
Yep, and this is what they need. This is the beginning of the momentum charge from the side of Invictus. So once they get this up and running, you know, they can just be steamrolling. They can be getting round after round after round. But Invisible Wings, they plan to they plan to stop that momentum push with that AWP onto Sai, and we have seen how much of a beast this man is with that AWP.
Yep, we have seen it in multiple occasions indeed. In fact, Sai usually tends to hold off onto the AWP until he's well into the first half, or even sometimes into the second half. But this time around, it's an early AWP coming out, 5th round here, and in fact, DNM on the side of Invictus is only going to have a max 7 to work with. Is he taking it towards Pop Dog?
Yep, not really. It looks like he's going to be playing up close B here, and Marzel is going to open things off. The quick kill onto RatZ there, and but Sai is going to get a quick kill onto right to Ace. But you know, bringing this down to a 4-on-4 situation. But DNM with his max 7, I actually want to see how well he goes with this weapon.
Yep, and he's going to be pushing in slowly but surely towards Ivy here, defending it with that max 7 pretty much the ideal weapon here to defend Ivy with RatZ.
Yep. And I mean, of course, I mean, in train, not just Ivy, there's a lot of spots you can go for. Pop dog, mid, Ivy, the B hallways, or B long, B platform longs. He can even play it from the B side and the A side, as there's a lot of cover fire for him. So he can just deal a lot of damage to the Max 7 at that range. Because when they come to plant the bomb, one shot is all it takes to just destroy all the economy they have on that particular player.
Yep, and Invisible Wings for the moment looks like with the smokes raining in, they might be slowly but surely creeping into the B bomb site. Sai is going to lead things off with that AW. He's not going to spot anyone out just yet. Marzel is playing all the way down here in B, and he now knows Mythalef gets the pick off onto Ruby, and they're going to be swarming into this B bomb site real shortly.
Yep, but XCali there with a quick trade off gets Mythalef down, and that is not going to let Invisible Wings stop their push, as they are going to go plant this B. They're going to plant the bomb on the B bomb, but XCali is going to take out Manan immediately. Manan, apologies ladies and gentlemen, it's going to take a while, but DNM here coming in with the Max 7 will be able to deal some damage here. He could do it at this range though. He will follow Kappa, and Kappa will take him down here. Now it's a 2-on-1 spray. Oh, but the spray transfer from XCali was really close, as he drops Kappa to 11 points of health. That was a very good round coming out of him.
Yep, almost comes in with the perfect spray transfer there, but regardless, Invisible Wings get their 4th round on the board here and breaks Invictus's economy. They're going to be going in for an eco.
Yep, and Invisible Wings, they are in their comfort zone at the moment as they've hit their safe round mark. But again, we never know how well Invictus performs as the T side in this map. So we'll just have to wait and see for the second half, as Invictus gonna be in that eco round, while you know, Mythalef, he knows that they're on eco, and he's gonna push up aggressively at Ivy and take down. He might be able to find second, and he will take down Ruby immediately, and that's going to be a free bomb site for them. It looks like they are going on towards this A bomb site, but it looks like there's a lot of trade frags happening elsewhere at this B bomb site, and leaving DNM and Marzel the last two alive of Invictus, and make that DNM alone with his AK-47, and he plans to save it.
Yep, he's gonna have to go in for the save as the bomb does go down for Invisible Wings here, and looks like they're all set to get on to 5 rounds, RatZ. 5-1 the score. They have pretty much come guns blazing into the LAN finals here, RatZ.
Yep, and DNM, he's gonna get a quick pick onto Mythalef, who goes in for that hunt aggressively, and DNM, he has to save this weapon for the next round, so it'll give them a big he will take down Manan, and that's going to be a 3k in his favor. But it looks like the rest of Invisible Wings, they don't want to risk they don't want to risk going in for that hunt. But it looks like RatZ might just do that, as DNM is in a really good spot though. So will RatZ get taken down here? It looks like none of the players, they want to take that risk. So they're going to be playing it safe, and DNM, he's going to carry that weapon forward to the next round.
Yep, that round ended up being a little more expensive than it should have been for Invisible Wings, but regardless, they're going to be able to buy in here. Manan though only has a Galil to work with, and Kappa with the even after winning the round. So like I mentioned, that did end up being a little on the expensive side there for Invisible Wings there.
Yep, it was a little bit expensive because they lost 2 rifles there, and that was pretty unnecessary. And we can see that Invisible Wings making that quick push onto this 8 bomb site, but with a couple of fake smokes and flashes here and there, but they're gonna back off to safety. But they do have their entire squad kind of lined up towards this A bomb site, as Manan and Mythalef, they will be here at Pop Dog, while Mythalef is at mid, just trying to see if he can get a pick off.
Yep, they're going to be coming in real thick and fast here onto the A-bomb site. Manan, he's going to get spotted out here. Spray on comes in from Ruby, gets one, and they're not going to be committing in just yet. Kappa hasn't yet gone onto the A-bomb site here, and in fact, DNM gets the pick off onto site, brings us down to a 5 versus 2. RatZ and Kappa, the last 2 alive here for Invisible Wings.
Yep, and Kappa is going to quickly get that Galil for himself, while RatZ, he's going to get a quick kill onto Ruby there, and he is going to throw away those Molotovs and grenades. And now they have to get this bomb right away from the back is going to take down Kappa, and looks like Invisible Wings, they just lost the plot on that round.
Yep, they weren't able to get onto that A-bomb site. It did look a little shady. The smokes were in place for Invictus, and they got the better of the trades there, bringing it to 2-5 at the moment, and the money situation is going to be bad for Invisible Wings as they go on an eco here, only a Tech-9, Deagle, and a couple of P250s to work with.
Yep, and Kappa, he's going to buy a lot of utility, 2 flashes and a smoke to work with. It looks like they are going in for that one one and done rush here, as right ways will be holding on to that Ivy spot, and if Invisible Wings decide to rush this all together, he could deal a lot of damage. That nade in itself, surprisingly, it doesn't do any damage there, but he is going to spray it down and get the kill onto it. And oh, so close getting the kill onto Kappa there, as he drops it down to 50 points of health, just half HP. And Invictus playing it really safe and smart here. They're not wasting any time. They don't want to go into the aggressive. And right away, almost got caught off, but he's going to be able to take down Manan, and the rest of the people, they're going to clean house.
Yep. Right Ways there survives long enough for the frags to come in, the rotations to come in for Invictus, and Sai, he's gonna get taken down by DNM there, and Invictus get on to 3 rounds now, and slowly but surely we're seeing a shift in momentum towards the CT side here, RatZ.
Yep. And I mean, right now, Invisible Wings, they're gonna force buy this one by the looks of things. I thought they would at least, you know, eco one more round, go in for like a force buy Tech 9 armor, and then go in for an AKs with an AWP onto side, because that would be really powerful. But now the op coming out of Ribby here, and he's gonna be going on onto middle, as he's gonna get boosted from Excali. Not sure what happened there. Looks like a bit of miscommunication from Excali and Ribby, but side of Invisible Wings lining up for a beat XP. He is gonna spot out all the members, and that's going to signal the entire team of Invictus to make this quick rotation.
Yep, his position gets figured out there. They come swarming in and deal up with Marzel here, and now DNM is going to be all alone here on the B bomb side, but Invisible Wings, they're not going to be committing just yet, as Ruby has taken that AWP there as well.
Yep, it looks like Invisible Wings, they want to force rotate, they want to make Invictus force rotate here, so they can get easier, easy execute onto this A bomb site, and it looks like that might just be the case. He's close to pop dog, but then again it could change, as Ribby, he's going to get a quick kill onto Mythalef here at this red train at the connector entrance. But for now, DNM just holding on to his spots, and there's only 50 seconds left on the clock. What will Invisible Wings do?
Yep, patience coming out from Invisible Wings. It is 4 versus 4. Smokes come raining in towards the B bomb side. They're gonna have to come in only 40 seconds remaining, and they're gonna be swarming in here. DNM, he's gonna have a lot of work to do.
Yep, and that smoke is gonna be very close to DNM, but RatZ is gonna take him down though, and so will Kappa taking out Excali, and now it's a 2-on-3 situation, and it's gonna be a retake. Right, Dewey is already in the site. We'll be able to spot out RatZ though, who is at the site holding it on his own, while the other 2 members are holding up at this B hallways here. And Invictus, they have to be very careful on this, because it looks like right away he could take the fall here as side and they will take him down. And that is a quick round for, I mean, that was not a quick round, in fact, that was like a very good round coming out from Invisible Wings. Patience, I mean, they played the patience game and they actually won it.
Yeah, DNM could have shut things down right out of the bat. There was, got one, did not manage to get much more, and Invisible Wings got the bomb plant in, and post bomb plant play was near perfect there for the T side, and they get on to 6-3 here. Invictus, that is going to put them immediately onto an eco. Not a sign of good things to come.
Yep, not at all, as they've only got a bit of utility onto DNM and Marzel. Looks like right Ace is going to take a quick fall, as Mythalef will take him down. He will spot him out and take him on the ability and get that hit for himself. Will he make that? And the Marzel coming in, and RatZ will take him down though. And now it's a 2-on-3 situation here, as Marzel is going to take down Manan, but he's going to take the fall himself. So it's now all on to DNM, who has this 5-7 to work with, but no utility and no armor whatsoever. If he manages to clutch this, I mean, I'll be damned, because this is like that'll be one hell of a clutch.
Yep, in more than one situations, DNM has ended up being the last man alive for Invictus. Here goes away, has managed to tag up RatZ a little here. He's gonna take up this fight with side, drops him all the way down to 10 hit points. Don't see him facing anytime soon there, but Kappa is going to close things off, and Invisible Wings get on to 7 rounds here. Completely not expected when this game started off, RatZ.
Yep. I mean, it was very unexpected, because Invisible Wings, we expected their T side. I mean, against MXB, they had a very, very hard T side there. And also in the CT side, they came in, they just destroyed MXB in that map. They just only lost 1 round in that second half. But Invictus here, I never expected this to come out of them, as right away, he's going to have that UMP for himself. And Invisible Wings, they're going to be playing it really slow here. At the moment, they're playing the patience game once again, but they are going in with the set strategy. looks like they're playing. I don't know. It's like we've seen. I mean, I think if I recall correctly, you had a small talk with Sai after their game against Unholy Alliance, and Unholy Alliance. I mean, it was Sai mentioned that they have dynamic strats.
Yes.
They don't have like a set of strats. It's not like a Navi rulebook or something. It's completely dynamic. It's something that changes within time, within meta, and that is what's happening. But now, Invisible Wings, they're gonna make this commit onto the A bomb side, and Ribby is gonna open things off with a quick kill onto Ritz here, and make that another kill onto Manan, as Sai and Mithilev are the last two guys alive.
Yep, Ritz gets taken down right out of the bat there, and the bomb takes a fall, and now is completely under the control of Invictus. Versus 2 though, still possible for the T side here. Mithilev is all the way down to 7 hit points though.
Yep, then that's going to actually make it really hard for him, because he's in a very bad crossfire setup, as DNM does spot him out, and Excali will be the one who deals the finishing blow, leaving Sai the last man alive with his AWP and a flash to work with. Will he be able to unleash his beast mode and clutch it? Unfortunately, that will not be the case, as Excali will deny him that opportunity.
Yep, in another situation, that would have been an op versus an op battle, but in that case, Sai missing the shot onto Excali ends up being his demise, as Invictus get on to 4 rounds, but still, there is a lot of work to do for the CT side here. Seeing score at 4-7, and how things have been in this game, RatZ, where do you think Invictus have fallen a little short?
Well, I'm not really sure. It's like it's in terms of the execution coming up. See, the execution from Invisible Wings has been spot on, because there was nothing that Invictus could do anything about it, because they're just not holding the right. They're not holding the right corners, is what I feel. But then again, I could be wrong, because it could be some communication issue or some other issue of that sort. So it looks like not even open up against Invictus, but Ritz is going to quickly trade that out. And DNM gonna back away to safety now, and call in for some backup here, as Ruby will rotate with that UMP.
And like you mentioned, Invisible Wings, they have been mixing things up a little. They've gone for those fast executes onto the B. They've gone for those fast executes onto A. They've also played that patience game. So Invictus not really getting a read on T side play just yet.
Yep. And exactly, the Invisible Wings, their T side is always spot on. It's very dynamic. You'll never know what's going to be coming in next. It's not a set strategy where you can beat the opponents really well. And it looks like Ribby and DNM will have a lot of work to go about here. As Ribby, he will take down Ritz, as the rest of the team, they are coming out from this B hallways. And this is going to be a very hard task, as the rotations are coming in for Ribby. But Ribby going in big with 2 quick kills, and dropping Kappa to 12 points of health. But, and right away, accidentally team kills DNM and finishes the round.
Yep, wouldn't matter a lot in the large scheme of things, as Invictus did win the round there to get on to 5-7, and look like there is a tactical pause coming in for Invictus here. So, first game of the LAN finals, RatZ, has it lived up to your expectation?
Well, not, I mean, it has to a point, because I mean both teams playing it really well, the top 2 teams. So I mean, I have no words for this. So I'm completely blank.
I can pretty much see that you're at a loss of words.
Exactly,
but
man.
Regardless, this time around the op is going to change hands for the side of Invictus, as Marzel is going to bring that out, while Invisible Wings, they're going to be going in for a Tech 9 armor rush.
Yep, Tech 9 armor rush and a CZ onto Ritz here. By the looks of things, it looks like they're not gonna go rush in just yet, as they will be playing the info game for at least the first 30 to 45 seconds or so in the round, and then decide to make the push. But by the looks of things, looks like they are gonna go in for an execute there, as they do throw the smokes in, and they are rushing out onto the box. And Ribby, he does fall on one though. He will take down Mithilev immediately. He will spray through the smoke though. However, it looks like they know that this is an A execute, and Invictus is doing quick work of Invisible Wings, but Manan is not gonna allow that to happen, as he takes down 1 kill, but it's gonna get taken down immediately.
Yep, Invictus hold strong there on the A-bomb site, and now they're only 1 round away from leveling things up against Invisible Wings, who are going to be on an eco this time around. But we talked about this right out of the bat. This is a very CT-sided map. So Invictus, considering even the fact that if they win the next 2 rounds, 8-7, is 8 rounds going to be enough, RatZ?
For Invictus?
Yes, for Invictus.
I mean, I can't really say because it all depends on that T-side execution. Unless we've seen we've seen how well the T-side is, and they've been doing a lot of work there. And looks like Invisible Wings, and we can see Invisible Wings' T-side is also pretty strong. So they're doing really quick work of Invictus here, and Invictus might just lose the plot on this map and eventually lose his game.
We'll have to wait and see as it is down to a 3 versus 3. However, Invisible Wings, Sai and RatZ only have a couple of P250s to work with. Mythilef, the only person on Invisible Wings with a rifle out, while Marzel still continues to hold on to that AWP. Excali is going to be looking through ladder room there.
Yep. And Excali, he's got a good spot, as if anybody decides to, make a move towards Pop Dog, they could get taken down. But Excali, oh, his leg gets spotted out and he gets taken down immediately, and that's going to be another weapon for Invisible Wings there. As looks like they're going to make a quick push onto this B bomb site, and Marzel, he's got that AWP in hand, and he could deal a lot of damage. Considering the fact that Invisible Wings are in an eco round.
Yep, he does have that AWP and is in the perfect position. Spots out the foot. He's gonna go in for the shot on side. He's gonna miss out, but now the push is already in. Couple players have already dropped onto the bomb side. The bomb is going to go down, and Marzel is going to be forced to back off for the moment and wait for the retake with the DNM there, RatZ.
Yep, and DNM slowly coming in, just making sure if anybody is coming in for the backstab. And it looks like RatZ might be able to deal some damage here. He is going behind. He waits for DNM, but DNM will get that read perfectly. And they are going to go in for this retake, as Marzel is going to get taken out by Mythilef. And it's all down to DNM here. As he does play away, manages to drop Mythilef to 20 points of health. And now he is being played with here by Sai and Mythilef, as their goal is just to hold this bomb plant and just deal some damage here. As DNM, he's going to spray away and get taken down immediately there, and that was Invisible Wings on an eco round.
Yep, wild spray down comes in from DNM. Not enough, as Invisible Wings get on to 8 rounds compared to 6 of Invictus going into the last round of the first half. Invisible Wings have done pretty much more than what they would have dreamt of here on the T side, RatZ.
Yep, I mean they needed. I mean, last time against MXB they had 4 and they won the game 16-12. This time they have 8. I'm not sure what the second half score is going to be, but the side of Invictus, Marzel going super aggressive there. He's going to get a header onto RatZ, and looks like DNM there with a good save. I mean, throwing that smoke to extinguish that Molotov fire and getting him out safely with the weapon, so he can pass it on to DNM, who has more HP and armor to work with.
Yep, that more than getting that kill, it was really important to that they managed to retrieve that rifle here. 4 versus 5 years in favor of Invictus at the moment. The clock is running down here. Only 1 minute to go, as Invisible Wings are setting up by the looks of things for a B execute.
Yep, Marzel, he's going to be playing it up close here with this 5-7, and he could deal a lot of damage if his crosshairs are on point. So, I mean, I'm just waiting to see. Oh, but Sai there is going to come in, play aggressive, and take down Marzel immediately. So, by the looks of things, Invisible Wings is going to set up for this B execute, and only DNM and Ribby will be the ones holding it on their own. So he will spray it down, but get taken down immediately by Mythilef, and DNM playing it really safe, playing with the smoke here, and will follow Kappa, take out his head immediately. Looks like he knows where Mythilef is, and Sai with the AWP trying to find out if he can find any quick picks here, as he's going to get flashed up immediately. This is pretty intense for the last round of the first half here, as Excali and Right Pace deal a lot of damage as they take down Manan. Now it's all down right here as he gets taken down by DNM, and this is going to be a first half in favor of Invisible Wings. The score is 7-8.
Yep, the score is 8-7 in favor of Invisible Wings here, as they come out with a very strong performance. They could have run away a lot more if not for Invictus getting that momentum shift, going their way towards the latter part of that first half, and going into the first round of the second half, Invictus, they're gonna have to win this pistol round and start building momentum and deny that away from Invisible Wings, RatZ.
Yep, and they're going to bring out the raid boss and onto Marzel of all the people. I mean, every time Invictus brings out this raid boss, they've given him the tech. They've given Marzel the tech 9, and he's always done a lot of damage. Like, not, I mean, there's a when I say a lot of damage, I mean he goes ham here. He goes like a wild beast, just destroying his opponents from time to time. Sure, he's had his days where he doesn't manage to get all five or four members, but he does deal a lot of damage, and hopefully we get to see that against Invisible Wings. But again, Invisible Wings, they're really good on the CT side in train.
Yep, they are going to go in with 5 USPs here. Kevlar on 4 players, while Sai is going to be investing into that diffuse kit, while Invictus, like you mentioned, the raid boss coming out on Marzil, right to ace, as well as Ribby and Excali are going to be buying up that Kevlar here, while DNM is going to have a smoke to work with.
Yep, looks like DNM, he is going to be lining up that smoke for a B execute, as it will completely smoke off the B hallways, as he's going to be rushing towards the side. However, it is dealing a lot of damage as he takes on one, picks on 2 people there. Sai will take down a third. We will find DNM, will drop down 31 points of health, but DNM is going to get taken down, leaving Ribby the last man alive against 4 members in the side of Invisible Wings.
Yep, this pistol round is not going good for in fact Invictus there, as Invisible Wings do win the pistol round to start off their CT side, and we've talked this n number of times on the stream already. It is something to be feared with.
Yep, and I think Invisible Wings, I mean, we can hear it live from the arena, the shouting and the chanting. It looks like Invisible Wings mean business. I mean, after they had a 0-2 loss against Overcome, they it's kind of became very bad for them. So they just want to destroy Invictus right now. I mean, by the way they're playing, that's what they want.
Yep, and to start things off though, Invictus did get that bomb plant in. So they're going to go in for this eco this time around. They're going to be able to invest into rifles in the next round regardless. And looks like they are setting up for a B execute here, but they're not going to have too much utility work with Flash. Does come raining in, and right to ace opens things off onto RatZ. Make that 2 onto Sai, as well as they do get the man advantage. That is a recovered coup as well, but he's going to reload out in the open. Gets taken down. 2 versus 3, still doable here for Invictus, as Ribby is all the way down to 4 hit points, but Kappa as well as Manan get 2 quick kills. Ribby as well as DNM taking the fall, leaving Marzil the last man alive. He's gonna go and tap away, gets one, but that's gonna be it, and the diffuse is going to come in for Invisible Wings. They're gonna hit double digits here, 10 rounds.
Yeah, I think Marzil, it was a good play that he went in aggressive and tried to go in for the double headshot there, but it was a very risky play coming out of him, because he had to get those 2 headshots consecutively, and plus it's almost like Invisible Wings, they're double peeking you, and you don't want to be in any situation. You don't want to be double peeked by any team, whether they're an extremely good team or if it's an extremely new team. You don't want to be double peeked, because there's a 95% chance that I would say that you'll die. I'm not a statistician myself, but I can confirm 95% you will die.
Yep, and for the moment though, Invisible Wings, they're going to be investing into 3 sets of FAMASs and 2 M4s, while Invictus, they're going to be investing into 5 AKs and a lot of utility to work with here going into round 18.
Yep, as looks like Invictus is going to be playing it really slowly after Invisible Wings. But again, I want to talk about that last round, specifically Marzil. I mean, as the last member alive, hitting the plant at the other bomb site while the action was happening at the B bomb site. A good fake coming out in Invictus there. He should have hit. He should have taken his time, played the bomb with them. There was no need for him to rush into that site and rush in towards the enemy and take them out, because you're basically like throwing yourself away there, and that is not what you want to do, especially in this round 1 game which decides the seeding for the second day.
We'll have to wait and see though, as for the moment DNM looks like he is lining up for smokes towards the A bomb site here, while Excali is looking for some aggression coming in from Invisible Wings, which we have actually seen them do time and time again. We talked about Simmer. They actually go ahead and feel for their opponents. As the CT side, they do not always play defensive. They love to go on the aggression team on the CT side, and that is going to get punished up as DNM gets the better of middle left there, RatZ.
Yep, but he's going to go and take down Marzil, but Excali is going to take him out immediately, bringing this to a 3v3 situation here, as Sai will be holding onto the side all on his own, as he takes down 1, takes down 2, as Ribby is the last man alive, and will he be able to cut this one out, the 1v2 situation here. Sai is going to throw that flash high up in the air, but Ribby is going to take him out immediately, leaving RatZ the last man alive, and RatZ is just waiting for him to plant this bomb, as there's only 6 seconds left on the clock. RatZ not going in for that kill just yet, as Ribby will get spotted out, and Ribby will take him down. winning that for Invictus there. A 1v2 clutch coming out of Ruby. Brilliant play from him.
Yup, that was the round for Invictus to win there, and Ribby steps up for the T side, puts them onto 8 rounds, and Invisible Wings, they're going to be immediately reset right out of the back, and Invictus are coming in touching distance of the CT side, RatZ.
Yeah. And Ribby, he's going to have that Mach 10 to himself, and he's going to be dealing a lot of damage there. But Invisible Wings, you did talk about their aggression, and that it looks like they want to execute that same aggression there as Marzel, waiting for Sai to move it a little bit. He does spot out Kappa, he takes him out, doesn't know where Sai is go. He spots him out and takes his head out immediately, and now it looks like the bomb side is all for his taking, as Manan will take him out immediately. And there's an AK right there, but he doesn't want to take the risk and go for it.
Yep, he wants more here as he does go aggressive towards Pop Dog, but right to Ace is in the best position to shut the team down here, gets the spray down on Manan, and that does bring it down to 4 versus 2. Ribby is going to finish off middle left, leaving RatZ, the last man alive, who taps away with the USP, but is not going to be able to pick up a kill as Invictus get on to 9 rounds, 1 round away from leveling things up here, RatZ.
Yep, that's $600 there for the side of, that for Ribby there. And that's a lot of money for him, and he's going to stick to that. Mach 10. He's going to pass it on to Marzel, who is pretty low on money as Ribby. He's got a lot of money to work with for himself, and he's going to keep on. He's going to hold on to Marzel's AK at the moment. And by the looks of things, looks like Invisible Wings, they're going in with that aggressive push onto the Ivy here, and Ribby looks like he's just waiting it out here. He knows that they're coming in. He's going to spray all day, spot out Kappa, dropping him down to 34 points of health. And Invisible Wings, they're going to scatter back to this A-bomb side.
Yep, no reason to push in Ivy there. The jig is up. The info is already on Invictus' side. They're going to fall back to default here. And RatZ is going to go ahead and take up this fight versus Excali, but comes up on the worst side there, and it immediately brings down this situation to a 4 versus 5 in favor of Invictus.
Yep, and Ribby, he's gonna get another kill onto Sai as he pushes up Ivy, and this A bomb side is all for the taking for Invictus. As 3 members of Invictus, they are holding on to this B bomb side all on their own. He's going to be pushing aggressively. He does spot out Excali though, but Excali not going to take up that take that risky fight, as it looks like the bomb does get planted in this A bomb side, and we can see that Invisible Wings, they are going to go in for this retake.
Yep, they're going to go in for the retake. Ribby is the first one to open things off, make that 2 as Kappa and Manan get dealt up with real easily, leaving Metal F, the last man alive here for Invisible Wings. Invictus all set to level things up here, RatZ.
Yep. And yeah, now he's going to close things off there. And Invictus versus Invisible Wings 10-10. And you did mention that in Invisible Wings, that if they're winning their comfort zone, looks like trail might have changed to a T-sided map between these two teams here, because both these teams, their T-side execution has been on point. If you look at the rounds won, Invisible Wings, they won the first and the second half, second pistol rounds there in the first and second half, while Invictus, they've always won either the gun round or the following third round or so. So, Invisible Wings, Invictus, they need to work on their pistol rounds a little bit more, but then again, Invisible Wings, they're pretty good, and Manan is going to open things off with a quick kill onto Marzel.
Yep, and it is the gun round for both these sides here. Sai is going to be with that AWP here, but Manan gets the pick off onto Ribby. Kappa drops Excali right to Ace though. Is there to trade Manan down, goes in for a gunfight there versus RatZ, ends up for the worst as DNM is the last man alive here. 1 versus 3, and Invisible Wings reclaim their lead here. 11-10 RatZ. A perfect defense of the A-bomb side coming in from the CT side, RatZ.
Yep, but that's not going to hurt the economy of Invictus just yet, as they have enough money to expend for that for the fire rifle setup with a lot of utility to work with. So they can just go in, and as you can see in the scoreboard, Ribby, he is the top fragger in this. So 21 frags and 17 deaths, and Manan and Mithalef, these guys, I've seen them together in almost every team out there. The first original neck break, if I'm not mistaken, the first ever team Eloons. They've also played in together as in Team Scorchers and now in Invisible Wings. So these guys, they're both equally skilled, and they both are blood hungry when it comes to games like this against the good teams.
Yep, and last round we witnessed the first AWP versus AWP battle here between these teams, and both those AWPs sadly get dropped here, and it is back to rifles here. And for the moment though, Invisible Wings committing 2 players towards the defense of Ivy there by the looks of things. RatZ though is going to be playing in from the B bomb side for the moment.
Yep. And right now, Invictus playing it really slow. They are going to be lining up for the smokes here onto this A bomb site. But then again, it could be a fake, as there are a lot of fakes coming out from both these teams. But by the looks of things, it's going to be an A push as right to ace. And Excali will come in from drop. Excali looking out for backstab. And right to ace will be able to find out a kill here. Because of course, matters. But Manan will take him down immediately there through the small gap through the smoke. And DNM and Mazel, they're going to be dealing some lot of damage. But Metal F here, I did talk about how blood hungry these almost brothers are, as they do he takes on 2 and now make this into a 2-on-2 there. Rippy with 2 HP, and this seems almost doable for Invisible Wings. We'll be trying to find that head onto Sai there. This is getting really close as there's only 20 seconds left on the clock. They need to get the bomb planted down, as Sai will take him down. Excali will plant the bomb, and it's all down to the as he takes down Sai immediately. But RatZ will close things out, and that is going to be another round for Invisible Wings. And now that's going to send Invictus into an eco round.
Yep, RatZ there catches the player on Invictus with his back there, takes him down, and they get on to 12 rounds here. They're at almost touching distance of winning the first match here in the ZOWIE eXTREMESLAND Asia CSGO 2016 Indian Qualifier LAN Finals. RatZ.
Well, 4 rounds to go, but that's not going to stop Invictus from buying again. I mean, they went in for a post buy, and this is very crucial for them, because if they lose this round, they'll be sent into a big economical crisis here. I mean, they have to be very careful at this point, because they want to win this round. If they win this round, they will be able to get the momentum, and Mazel will start that off by getting a quick kill onto Sai here, as now it's a 5-on-4 situation, and Invisible Wings, it looks like they're going to have only two members here in this big bomb side, RatZ and Manan, to work with.
Yep, slowly but surely we do see the players from Invictus rotating towards that B bomb side there, but smokes in position are going to delay Invictus from making the push just yet. Excali though looks like he's going to be the first one rushing in towards the big bomb side. He just comes flying in here. Right to his though, does get flashed off for the moment here. Excali already Molotov's in position, gets caught out with it. And now Manan comes in with 1 kill. Metal F drops right to his as well. Make that 2. Mazel goes down as well. Now DNM as well as Ruby, the last 2 alive here, who are going to in fact rotate all the way back towards the A bomb site here. The fake has worked out, but they are playing with a man disadvantage as the bomb does go down, RatZ.
Yep, but they'll have to play it really smart here. They have to actually, hide here. They don't want to go in for the unnecessary fights here, because they are at a disadvantage, and that's what I was talking about there, with Ruby and DNM getting 2 quick kills and leaving Metal left the last man alive. He's already got a kill in his pocket though. He'll need the 3k in order, and 3k and the clutch to go with it, and looks like he's going to go in for that smoke and the Molotov there, and he's going to go in for the defuse. He's not stopping him just yet, but DNM will close things off and take him down. I mean, and as you say, pros don't fake.
Pros don't fake, man, and he in fact guessed where DNM was, but unfortunately did not get the spray down connection there, as Invictus get on to 11 rounds here versus Invisible Wings is 12. This game is just getting heated up, RatZ.
Yep, and Invisible Wings on an eco round there. Only 2 P250s and a Desert Eagle to work with, and you can see that they're completely stacking onto this A bomb set, and it looks like Invictus, they've got the read kind of perfect here as they're slowly moving in towards this B bomb site, as Sai is watching Pop Dog on his own, and you can see the aggression coming in with Mazel. He's going to take down RatZ immediately, but Metal is going to take him down, and Ruby will not let Metal take that rifle all for himself, and now Ruby is just making sure he's going to be defending this rifle from the side of Invictus. He will straight down and take down Sai immediately, bringing this down to a 4-on-2 situation, and now Manan, he's going to be here at this B bomb site and gets a wild long shot. Long range headshot there onto Excali. Looks like both these members have been participating a lot in these So Strong daily events, but enough of that, back to the game. And Manan, what the hell shot was that, as he takes down right to ace out of nowhere, and now this is very doable for him. He just caught out Ribby though, and he is pretty low. if he does this, this will be one hell of a clutch.
Man, I am shivering right now, but DNM is going to put Manan out of his misery there. 1 Deeks galore here as Invictus level things off 12-12, and money situation doesn't look good for Invisible Wings. Looks like they're going to be forced to go in for an eco here at the worst possible time, RatZ.
Yep, and it's going to be another eco round coming out from Invisible Wings. And the last time Invisible Wings were on an eco round, they actually won that round. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, if it was Marzel's mistake. I mean, not Marzel if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I'm not really sure. But Invisible Wings, they didn't win an eco round there, getting weapon after weapon, just getting pick-offs, getting all the weapons in the info. And looks like there's going to be a quick firefight here at middle, as Mythlef will take down Marzel and get an AK for himself. And that is going to be helpful as he has that head armor to work with.
Yep, that could end up being really important for the side of Invisible Wings here. Mythlef is going to take that one and only rifle that the CT do possess towards Ivy here, but we do see Invictus not committing in just yet, playing it nice and slow, and understandably so, as they do in fact expect the CT side to be on an eco.
Yep. As the score is leveled up 12-12 and there's only a minute left on the clock. Excali slowly moving up towards his B bombs, and with the left playing it really close to Pop Dog and middle here with side. But Invictus here, they're slowly moving in towards this B bomb cell, and RatZ is the only man holding this spot on his own with a diffuse kit and P50, but no smoke as he won't be able to go in for the ninja. But he's going to get some backup here from Manan, and with the left is also coming in for the rotate. He's very close for the rotate. 30 seconds left. You can see Invictus going to be pushing that spray coming down from the right way did not work out as he gets taken down by Invictus. They're still going to get this side for themselves, bringing this to a 3-on-2 situation here. And with the left, he's going to be moving in aggressively, but gets taken down by Ribby, and this might be a round for Invictus here as Ribby finishes it off with a headshot onto clean headshot onto side.
Very unfortunate for Invisible Wings as their only rifle goes to the wrong bomb side there, and Invictus take the lead here 13-12, and what a time to do that, RatZ.
Yep. I mean, Ribby has been the man on top here. He's just playing it out of his mind. 27 frags, followed by DNM with 24 frags. Manan and Mythlef, I mean, coincidence? I think not. 22 kills, 22 deaths on both these players. That is, I mean, that shows the amount, I mean, how close these guys have been together. And now looks like the AWPs are coming out here from Invisible Wings onto Kappa as he's holding on this Ivy hallway all by himself.
Yep, and we've seen the fact that Invisible Wings prioritize this early push coming in from Invictus from Ivy, and they're not committing just yet though. Marzel does get sprayed all the way down to 13 points of health, and that is going to put him in a defensive position right out of the bat here to start this round of RatZ.
Yep, Mythlef playing it really aggressive, but the funny thing is, both Mythlef and Ribby, they are only being blocked off by a bunch of boxes here, and they have no idea about it. So whoever makes the first move is probably a dead man.
He is dead indeed, and Ribby, he's not, he's slowly but surely going to be looking to peek in towards A here as Mythlef does drop the smoke, and he's going to be retreating back for the moment, RatZ.
Yep, looks like Mythlef, he made the right move and he made it out alive there, as there's only 40 seconds left on the clock as Invictus, two of their members are really low on health, and they're going to be making a push onto this Ivy platform here as Kappa, he is waiting with this AWP inside. Mythlef will take down one, he will go in for, but oh, DNM comes in from the side and takes down one kill, followed by 2 consecutive kills by the rest of Invictus, and Invictus are doing quick work. We have seen RatZ clutch before. Can he do it again at this same map? We'll only have to wait and find out though, as they are going to be planning onto this A bombs, and DNM in a brilliant spot here. He could just take down RatZ immediately, and RatZ playing it like a sneaky ninja. He knows where Excali is. He spots out DNM, takes him out, goes in for Excali, but Excali was so low, 1 HP. That was very close.
Trigger discipline not enough for the side of Invisible Wings there, as Invictus now get on to 14 rounds, 1 round away from hitting map point, and that is going to put Invisible Wings on a force buy here. We see the Scout, the Farmers, Max 7, Oomph coming out, and Sai sadly has only a 5-7 to work with here, RatZ.
Yep, I want to see how well RatZ plays with this Max 7 as he's going up close. He is going to throw the smoke there, and they're going to probably push in aggressively here. He's going to spot out Excali, but he's going to take a bit of damage himself. And the side of Invictus, they're going to be pushing in even more. Get that B hallways control, and that is going to be very favorable in their position.
Yep, and RatZ is going to be aggressive here towards B hallways for the moment. He is expecting a push coming in here, and looks like right to Ace is going to be the first one to peek. Gets taken down, bomb control, and RatZ is going big here. 2 quick kills to open things off. Invisible Wings couldn't have hoped for a better start to this round, RatZ.
Yep, I mean that Max 7 paid off. I mean that's a lot of money plus 2 quick kills in favor of RatZ and a free AK-47 for that in that matter. So he's gonna be in a very good spot there. I mean he almost got Excali in the first time at that B ramp, but it did not work out well in his favor. So right now it is really close. You know this. I mean the first game I mean never expected to be. I mean expected to be close, but I never expected the kind of plays coming out from both these players.
Yep, 35 seconds remaining as Invictus are yet to commit onto a bomb site. Looks like Marzel is going to be the first one peeking in with that power flash. He does spot out RatZ there. He's waiting for him to commit, and he does spot him out, takes him down, and immediately brings us down to a 4 versus 3 here. Excali gets dropped, leaving Marzel the last man alive here with the AWP. No scope comes in, does not manage to connect, and Kappa wins that round for Invisible Wings. And how important was that? 13-14 now, and that margin for it is gone for the CT side, but they step up at the most opportune moment, and that does force out a tactical pause by the looks of things. RatZ.
Yep, I mean the pause from Invisible Wings themselves, because they're gonna need. I mean right now it's very scary because Invictus, they've got the money to work with. They could take the risk and play it in the equalizer round, or they could force buy and take another risk like that. So in the end it's gonna be high risk high reward coming out from Invictus. But Invisible Wings, they won a lot from that round. They won an AWP. And they didn't win an AWP, they won an AK-47 and a lot of money on RatZ there. I mean, this guy, he got 2 quick kills, $900. That's a total of $1,800 right there, just for 2 kills in a span of 3 to 4 seconds. You can't get that much, you can't get that money at that speed. I mean, it's just pretty much impossible. So right now we just have to wait and see how things go here, as Invictus and Invisible Wings are going to be playing out the 28th round. DNM, he will hold on to this Tech 9 all on his own, while the rest of his team, they're going to force buy with AK-47s and a bit of utility.
Yep, indeed. And Invictus looks like as expected, they go in for that force buy here. DNM though, sadly, he does not have head armor and only a Tech 9 to work with here in this round. And Sai is going to be taking that AWP towards Ivy for the moment. He's gonna go for that shot, but it's not gonna connect, and he's gonna peek in instead towards Mania, as Marzel slowly but surely might be making his way towards that spot there, RatZ.
Yep. And Invictus is playing it really slow now, waiting for Invisible Wings to go in for that aggression as they've been doing in the past few rounds. But unfortunately, that won't be the case, as Invisible Wings are playing it really safe. They don't want to make any mistakes here. Both these teams, there is no margin for error, as you mentioned earlier. There's no margin of error for both these teams, and I mean this is of course this is the first game, but every game counts. So we'll have to just wait and see how this plans out, as Invictus, they're going to be pushing up here, but Sai is going to open things up with a quick kill onto Marzel here, as Marzel tries to come out of pop top. And it looks like it might Excali might be the second one to take the fall here, as Invisible Wings are going to make this commit onto this A-box.
Yep, Sai unfortunately copes off at the worst possible moment, but RightWays does get 1 kill. Mythilef is there to trade him off. RightWays gets the second one, but Sai gets the pick off with that AWP, leaving Ribby the last man alive. Gets 1 spray down, but he has to go big here. Drops Sai down, brings this down to a 1 versus 1, but RatZ gets the kill. The all important round goes the way of Invisible Wings. All square, 14-14. Are we heading into OT here, RatZ?
Well, we'll have to just wait and find out, as the side of Invictus, they're gonna go in for an full eco here by the looks of things, while Invisible Wings, they're gonna have a complete set of buy. Sai, however, unfortunately RatZ could not retrieve that AWP for him on time, so they're gonna have to play with just a couple of rifles here. And Invictus, it looks like they are making a quick move here towards this B bomb. So they're also taking it a bit slow as to not give any info for the side of Invisible Wings, as RatZ, he's going to be holding onto this B bomb set all alone here, and once he gets the spot on, he is going to spot them out though, throws that nade but does not manage to damage anybody in. So now looks like the jig is up as Sai is going to open things up by getting a quick kill onto right to ace here, and Invictus, they got a minute and 20 seconds to work with. They will have to do something big here.
Yeah, the YOLO push it comes in through the smoke. RatZ teams up with xCali, tapping away as Ribby, but that's not going to connect in. All the players get taken down, leaving Martin the last man alive. We're on the A-bomb side. Mullen is there to deal up with them, and Invisible Wings hit map point. What a comeback, RatZ.
Yep, I mean, looking at the scorecard, I mean, it was neck and neck for both these teams, and they have been playing really well here. And now Invictus, they will have to win this round if they want to bring it to overtime, and this will be really exciting if the first game of the LAN finals in the ZOWIE eXTREMESLAND Asia tournament goes into OT. So I'm just kind of hyped for it at the moment, and right now 5 rifles, complete set of utility buys on Invictus here, and they're going in for that fast push as right to ace will open things off on a quick kill against side. Manan is going to get torched away for the moment, and right to ace playing it big here. He just wants to win this and bring this to overtime, as it's a 5-on-3 situation. Very hard for Invisible Wings, and Manan trying to find out if he can see anybody through the smoke here. And now RatZ is going to be RatZ and Manan, they're going to be the last 2 guys alive, and they'll have to play it big here. Manan, he does manage to get the kill onto Mazel. This is going to be a very important, near to impossible retake here, but they are doing it as RatZ takes another kill here, but xCali is there as he takes down 2 quick kills and brings it to overtime in this first game in the LAN finals of the ZOWIE eXTREMESLAND Asia CSGO 2016.
Indeed, man, and Invictus managed to win that all-important round on the back of getting some important pickoffs to open that last round of the second half off, and the money situation is gonna be back to old square. We have first round of overtime. Everyone starts with $10,000.
Yeah, it's max round 6, of course. I mean, max round 3. I mean, that's the right way to say it. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, that's max round 3. And by the looks of things, both sides, they will be given $10,000. And Invisible Wings, since they ended up in the CT side, they will remain in the CT side till the first 3 rounds are over, and then the switch will take place. So right now, Invictus, what a play from them, going in very aggressive start against Invisible Wings, and they caught them completely off guard.
They caught them completely off guard. They were expecting a slow play coming in from Invictus there, going into such a crucial round, but Invictus throw in a curveball there and are able to force overtime here as the smokes come raining in towards the A-bomb site here. Right to ace is going to be the first one to make the push in towards through Pop Dog here. Strays away through the smoke, but unluckily he's not going to be able to connect on anyone just yet. Has managed to push all the way to Electric here, and Ribby and Mazel are slowly but surely making their way towards this A-bomb site here, and the opening frags going the way of Invictus here. Sai gets one, but that's going to be it here as we come down to a 3 versus 2 situation, and the bomb is yet to go down, and there you go. Finally the bomb does go down, but Manan gets the pick off onto Ribby, bring this down to a 2 versus 2. Manan though is really low, only 14 points of health to work with.
Yep, and this seems to be a repeat of the last round. The xCali getting 2 kills. Can he do it once again? There's a lot on xCali at the moment though. Even though this is the first round of overtime, he does get 1 kill onto Manan and another kill onto RatZ there, and that is gonna be round for Invictus. And Invictus, they are making the climb back to this game.
Man, momentum shift has been the name of the game here in this first match, and Invictus now slowly but surely seems to have grabbed that away from Invisible Wings here.
Yep, and if Invictus wins this round against Invisible Wings, they will have no money to work with in the last round of the first half of the first overtime here. I mean, this is going to be really hard. It looks like they are going to be playing that same strat again. 3 guys on top of rushing it aggressively as they take down Mr. Leopard. Manan is going to take down 2. Will he be able to make it 3 though, as Mazel does manage to sneak past the green train here. He does get spotted out by Sai, and Sai and Manan will take him out, but that leaves B bomb side completely open, and it looks like that was the strat all along. This was a true, I mean, we did see it happen here in the last round of, in the 30th round there, but it looks like this was the entire play fake a fast rush to A and go to B if things go wrong. So now looks like DNF, he's gonna take down Kappa immediately, brings them to a 2-on-2 situation, and Ruby is gonna get taken down here. Now it's all on the DNF. Will he be able to clutch this and destroy the economy of Invisible Wings? Or will Invisible Wings come back? And they will, as Sai takes him out, and that is gonna be a round for Invisible Wings.
Sai there dancing on the trains on the B bomb side, gets the pick off on DNM there, leveling things up at 16-16, and like it happens in overtime, looks like there is going to be no reset just yet, and Ribby in fact is going to pull up the AWP this time around, but for the side of Invisible Wings, it is still going to be 5 sets of rifles. In fact, Kappa only farmers to work with. Okay, that's being passed on to Manan at the moment.
I mean, look at the scorecard. Everybody on both sides are playing on point. Manan, Mythalef, RatZ, Excali, Ribby, DNM, I mean, they're all going nuts here. They want to win this first game so bad. I mean, and you can see the push has already been started as DNM gets quick kill onto Mythalef, but Manan is playing really aggressive, and there's going to be quick trade-offs happening here at this A bomb site as Invisible Wings right now in the 3-on-3 situation. They do have the advantage as Sai takes down DNM in quick fashion, but Ribby playing it really well with the op, and now it's a 1-on-2. RatZ, he does spot out Ribby and he manages to take him out though, and Marzel, he is going to be running towards this B bomb site here, but not sure if he was spotted. He's not going in, he's going in for the aggressive peek here, and he will take down RatZ there as the first half of the overtime goes in favor of Invictus, 17-16, and now Invictus, they're going to be in a good advantage because it's now going to be switching into the CT side.
But we've seen time and time again CT side being the bane for both these teams. So I'm not discounting Invisible Wings out just yet in this first game here. But the AWP though immediately comes out for Sai, while the side of Invictus, they're not going to be investing into one themselves. They're going to go in for a 5 rifle setup.
Yep, with the buy coming out of them, it looks like they might be playing it very passive, very close range kind of a setup here, as they do send 2 guys into this B bomb site here. Ribby and Marzel, looks like they will be rushing up aggressively. They are going in for the info game here, and Marzel is going to back off to this B bomb site, while DNM is going to help out the guys at A, and Invisible Wings slowly making the push onto this A bomb site with left pushing up Ivy with the help of Manan.
Yep, and in fact, it is still 5 versus 5 here, as time does take all the way down to 1 minute here, and the push is going to slowly but surely come in for Invisible Wings here through Ivy, but that the coming in at the perfect time there is going to force Invisible Wings back for the moment. They've been figured out as DNM gets the opening pick off on Mythal here, bringing it down to a 5 versus 4 in favor of the CT side RatZ.
Yep, and Invisible Wings here, I mean, they are right now at a man disadvantage, but they could take down DNM again, as he's got a very nice peak spot here onto if Manan decides to slowly creep up here towards and pushes out Ivy. And with 40 seconds left on the clock, looks like Invisible Wings, they're slowly moving on towards this deep bomb set, and it's all down to Ribby here, and he's been doing a lot of work. The timing though, Sai almost gets the pick there, and looks like Ribby knows where Sai is, but he's going to get taken down there by his the rest of the Invictus, and Sai, the last man alive, is going to get taken down by Marzel, who has been coming up again, nearly manages to get the op, and now this is match point for the side of Invictus, and now we can see the pause coming out from IW.
And rightfully so, as you could just hear Invictus screaming on the backlines there, and they deserve every single bit of it. Their performance here, especially in the last 6 to 7 rounds, has been perfect, and they deserve to be on map point here, as Invisible Wings, they're going to be buying into this round here. Kappa though, is he going to be investing into an AWP? Only time will tell.
Yep, he's got the money to do so. He can go in for it, and I think that's what the pause coming out from IW is. It's a tactical pause, of course, and they are going to decide whether they want to go in for that op strat, or it could be a weird strat altogether. And now it looks like both teams are ready, and we will find out soon enough, as Kappa, he is going to buy up that AK-47. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing an AWP on the side of Invisible Wings, but there is going to be an op on Invictus there. Ribby with that AWP, he is going to be moving on towards that connector area, and it's all down to this first pick of him. Invisible Wings gets the first pick, followed by an immediate second one. They could deal a lot of damage. It looks like he is waiting. He does get the quick kill onto the left here, goes in for that second shot, does not connect with anyone just yet, and double kill coming out from Invisible Wings as Marzel is going to take down RatZ with that long range shot, and Ribby is having the firefight of his life here as he spots out Kappa, takes him out immediately. Manan is going to quickly trade him off, bringing this to a 4-on-2 situation, and will this be Invictus's game to boot?
We'll have to wait and see as Manan slowly makes his way towards Electric here, right to his, has managed to push all the way towards lateral there. He's not committing in just yet. Sai has come to play loop around here, gets the spray on, Manan gets one, make that two, and it is surprisingly down to a 1 versus 2 in favor of Invisible Wings. Are they doing it? Right to his gets one, brings it down to a 1 versus 1, and now Sai, he's gonna go big here as he does get the pick off and keeps Invisible Wings in the game. 18-17. Are we going into double OT, RatZ?
We'll have to wait and see, man, but Invictus, they have got the money to go with this. I mean, right now, the final round of overtime, I mean, I'm just tense right now, man. I mean, what the hell was that? I mean, from a 4v2, it became a 1v2. Like, how did that just happen? I mean, Invisible Wings just playing it really well there, and they just did a brilliant job getting that executed on time, even though they had the early man disadvantage.
Yep, and keeping their nerves in check, Invisible Wings, they do get the opening pick off here, but Marzel is there to trade off Methalef, bringing it down to a 4 versus 4, but the rifles, it's not looking all that great for Invictus as Marzel is all the way down to 1 hit point there and has only a farmers to work with.
Yep, he does have a smoke and a flash to kind of delay the push coming out from the side of Invisible Wings, and it looks like that will be the case as he will throw in that smoke to counter it off, but RatZ, he's going to charge in nonetheless, and he could get taken down here. He does spot a Ribby and he takes him out immediately. Looks like we might be seeing double OT unless, you know, the side of Invictus, they pull out something that Invisible Wings did around earlier, and right away sprays it down and drops it out Excali, but that won't be the case as Sai takes 2 quick kills and brings it to double overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, the first match of the ZOWIE eXTREMESLAND Asia CSGO 2016 Indian qualifier. This is the game for you. Invictus versus Invisible Wings. We are back to overtime number 2, and let's get on with this.
Man, I was just talking when this game just got on its way. The fact that it's the first game in the LAN finals and both these teams might have a little bit of some jitters going in and not starting well right out of the bat. I was completely wrong here as both teams playing cool and composed in the most, I would say, pressure moments there, and do end up going into the second overtime here to start this LAN finals off. I couldn't have pretty much scripted it any better, RatZ.
Yeah, I mean, Marzel, he's pulled out the SCAR 20. Right? Now you know how serious this game is. He's pulled out the SCAR 20. I mean, everybody in India, I mean, every PUG servers, PUG games, every MM server I've been to, every game, every time I see someone pull out this gun, one random person is going to be like, oh crap, it's that auto sniper or the gay gun. I don't want to say it, but it is the actual name of it, and that is what they call it. But Marzel, he's going to be pulling that out now, and we're going to see how well it's going to be favorable for Invictus.
We'll have to wait and see. This is something that I've seen earlier played, in fact, by Fnatic. This was, I think, about like 4 months ago. They do love to run that auto sniper as the solo player on the B bomb site while they commit 4 onto the A bomb site, and the auto sniper provides enough info, buys enough time for the rotate to come in if it does end up being a B execute coming in for the T side. So let's wait and see if Invictus have something similar planned, or else if they have an ace up their sleeve with that SCAR 20.
Yep. I mean, not to forget that the SCAR 20 can also deal a lot of damage even to armored opponents. I mean, one shot to the head is all that you need. If I recall correctly, back in the last major, I think it was MLG, gets an incredible ace with that SCAR 20 at not Inferno, I think it was major before MLG, if I'm not mistaken, where he gets 5 quick headshots there. I'm not sure if it was Get Right or Pith, but that's the power of the Scar 20. A lot of people, they kind of hate this gun because, you know, it's, I mean, too overpowered. But I've always seen, you know, especially even in Indian CSGO matches, that is always counterable with a quick pre-fire headshot or, you know, a quick peek headshot whatsoever. So it's all about getting a Scar 20 guy off guard. So Invisible Wings, if their execution is on point, they can completely shut down this Scar 20, take him out, and destroy that $5,000 of his.
Yep, and like I mentioned, this weapon has been used in multiple scenarios. Immediately, the ones that come to mind are 3 scenarios. One, you're winning the match hands down on the T side on Dust 2. You want to buy that auto sniper and spam through the mid doors there. And second scenario is that defense from Chicken Coop on the B bomb site on Cobblestone with the auto sniper. And thirdly, this exact scenario of that solo hold from the B bomb site there. And looks like the unpause is going to come in to start things off here in the second overtime of the first match in the ZOWIE eXTREMESLAND Asia CSGO 2016 Indian Qualifier, Invictus versus Invisible Wings. RatZ.
Yep, and Invictus going in for the Scar 20 and the AWP. They will have to play, I mean, they have to be really careful how they play this one, because if they lose, they're losing a lot of money on Ruby and Marzel here. And Marzel is going to be in a very good spot at the moment, while DNM is going to be helping him out from the ground there. So it's almost like an aerial support to land support kind of a deal here. And looks like Marzel is going to spot out RatZ there, and he's going to drop down immediately. He doesn't want to take that risk and get taken down. Oh, but RatZ, however, does manage to deal some damage to him. And Invisible Wings, right now, they know that the Scar 20 is on. And Sai there with a very nice boost, trying to find out if anybody dares climb up that red train.
Yep, whoever does is gonna get his head ripped apart, but Sai is gonna fall back down here, and looks like they are, however, still interested in going towards this B bomb site, RatZ.
Yep, and it looks like it's gonna be a Scar 20 versus an AWP battle here if Sai decides to push in a little more towards the right there, but that'll not be the case, as they are going to be planning, as they are going to be setting up for the executes. DNM is in position, so is Marzel, and Ribby is there for the quick rotate. And we just have to wait and see how this goes, but by the looks of things, it might just be a fake coming out from Invisible Wings. Actually, scratch that, they are actually going in for this B bomb set, and here comes the Molotovs onto this B hallway, and that's going to hold Invisible Wings for just a moment longer.
Yep, Sai not able to commit onto that bomb site just yet. Mullet opens things up onto Excali. Kappa gets one. Ribby though with the AWP gets one, and the auto sniper goes to work from Marzel. Gets 2 quick kills there. Brings this down to a 3 versus 2. Sai and Kappa still alive for the side of Invisible Wings as the bomb does go down, but the auto sniper as well as the AWP in play, not ideal weapons to go in for the retake as Kappa gets the pick off onto Marzel. That's the auto sniper down here. 2 versus 2, and Ribby taking a lot of damage here, but right to ace has to go big. He's going to spot one, goes for the spray down, does not connect, goes back onto the train, sprays down fast and spray down, but he's gonna get dealt up with by Sai with that AWP to open off the first round of the second overtime. Invisible Wings, Sai steps up big.
Yep, Sai going ham there. I mean, I think it all came down. I mean, even if Marzel was there with the Scar 20, it would have been possible for him to go in for that retake, as he had a P2000, and he could have done some damage there. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. As Sai and Kappa, they played it really smart there, and they kind of outplayed Invictus in that round.
Yep, they completely outplay them for the moment, but since this is overtime, the money situation is still going to be alright for Invictus, as they're going to be investing back into 4 rifles and the AWP back out onto Ribby, and for Invisible Wings, they're going to be running it with their standard setup, AWP out on site.
Yep, and by the looks of things, Invisible Wings playing it really slow here. They have got 3 members stacked up here at Ivy. Manan, Sai, and with the left, who's backing off right now. But Sai is going to open things up by getting a quick kill onto right to ace at Ivy, and they're going to back away and move in towards this B bomb site. Well, we'll just have to wait and see where this guy is going to rotate, as RatZ is going to come out of pop and get a quick kill onto Ribby here. And Invictus, they're just losing the plot here, one after the other, especially again on the CT side. The same thing happened to Invisible Wings in the first overtime, and now Marzel, it's all onto him here with his M4. He is going to get some support from DNM, and the execute will be coming in shortly. 45 seconds left on the clock. Marzel going to go push it aggressively here. Going to deal some damage to Kappa and back away. Dodges that Molotov with the bunny hop. And looks like Excali has been teaching him giving him some bunny hop lessons there. As this bomb is going to be dropped down at this A bomb site.
Yep, it goes all the way back towards the A bomb site as the bomb does go down for Invisible Wings here. 3 versus 4. The man advantage for the T side post bomb plant, but Manan has only 15 points of health to work with. The Mythilef doesn't look too healthy either.
Yep, and it looks like the side of Invictus, they're going to decide to save these weapons for the next round. I mean, looking at the money situation, this is a very good choice coming out of them. And Invisible Wings looks like they know that nobody is coming in for the retake, so they might possibly go on the hunt here. But that doesn't seem to be the case as they're all backing away towards this IV position. Kappa, he is going to be holding out for any possible backstabs. But yeah, it looks like this is going to be a round for Invisible Wings, but Invictus, they're going to be able to hold on.
Yep, no reason there whatsoever for Invisible Wings to go in for that hunt. 20-18 is the score as they well and truly seem to be in command here. And like we mentioned, the momentum swing keeps continuing on as the T side seems to be the strongest side here in this first match, RatZ.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of. I mean I kind of find this very weird because normally you see train is always a CD-sided map. You normally see for first halves like 10-5, 11-4, maybe a 12 or 32 here and there. You know, in favor of the CT side. But you know, I mean, it's the first time I've seen this equal caliber here as both teams end up at 7-8. And it looks like Ribby, he's going to take down Sai there, like a quick trade off as Sai takes down Excali. As D and M is going to be holding on to the B bomb side alone. And as I was saying, Train, I mean, it's always CT sided. But you don't always, you don't always get to see, you know, 2 good teams play at this equal caliber. And that's what we're seeing right now.
Yep, Ribby is going to be playing aggressive here, pushes all the way down to Electric, but is not going to hold that position any longer as he does see smokes come raining in. He's in fact going to switch back to the AWP there, dropped by Excali earlier, and 4 versus 4, still anybody's round here as the timer hits 1 minute.
Yep, and in Invisible Wings, looks like they're going to go in for that B execute once again. DNM, he's got his last flash to work with, so he has to be very careful of how he uses that. He does have Marcel to back him up with the nade and 2 more flashes to support him. So both these teams, they'll have to be really careful. With the left, got that flash, going to throw the flash as the smoke comes down. And the Molotov do come, and he's just trying to see if he can find out anybody. And it's all down to DNM here. As he does follow his left, takes him down, but gets immediately traded off there by Manan. But Mars is playing it big, really big there, getting 2 quick frags, leaving RatZ the last man alive at this A bomb site, trying to go in for a backstab.
Yep, and the bomb is dropped here on the B bomb site. Ribby is going to in fact go for that quick score coming in, and Invictus get that all-important round here to close things off in the first half of second overtime. 19-20. I would, at the beginning of this game, I wouldn't have guessed I would have been calling out that score.
Yep, I mean, I never expected Ribby to, you know, come out of that alive. I thought he would take the fall as RatZ had the opening peek on him, but he just, you know, a casual JW flick right there just takes him out. And looking at the scoreboard, Ribby on top there, 37 frags in this server and 31 deaths. He's been doing a lot, but I have to say the same for Manan as well. I mean, he's just been doing dealing a lot of damage here, and looks like Invictus, they are ready for a possible A execute here. It could be a fake as Ribby is lining up that smoke towards connector, and we'll have to wait and see. Invisible Wings, RatZ is going to be the solo man holding B with Manan here, who rotates in from connector, and it looks like a minute 25 seconds left. The rotate is coming in as Invictus. They're going to make that slow push towards this B bomb site.
Yep, as the Molotov slowly extinguishes, they're going to come swarming in here. A lot of work to do on Manan's shoulders. He does get one, make that 2. Excali though gets the pick off onto RatZ. 3 versus 4 in favor of the CD side. In fact, Excali gets 1 kill, brings it even Stevens here as Sai doesn't get the better of DNM on that spray down. Excali throwing flashes left, right and center. He's going to go in, and Mythilef gets taken down by DNM post bomb plant, leaving Kappa the last man alive here for Invisible Wings.
Yep, and Kappa, he'll have to be able to clutch this in order to win the round 4 if he's going to finish the match point, as he will take down Excali immediately, and DNM is coming from the side. He also managed to take down DNM. It's all down to Ribby here, and now will Ribby be able to outplay Kappa himself? I mean, Kappa, his name after the famous troll meme there. He's going to go in for the fake defuse, but Ribby knows where he is, and he is playing the bomb perfectly well. And now Kappa going in for the defuse. He's going to gonna take him down immediately with that one tap, and that is gonna equalize things between Invictus and Invisible Wings.
Yeah, really there. I have seen, we saw him do this earlier as well. Trigger discipline coming in there, and Invictus leveled things up 2020, and I am pretty much out of words, RatZ.
Yep, 2020 indeed, just like the up and coming 2020 World Cup in cricket. I mean, we're all fans of cricket here. And now, but back to this game. The last 2 rounds of overtime. Both these teams, they need 2 rounds to win. But which team will arise the victor? As we'll just find out in this round, as there's a minute and 35 seconds left. And Invictus, I like how they're playing this holding game. That Invisible Wings, they always like to play it very, very aggressive from time to time. It's like a part of their dynamic play style. It's like aggression comes in from time to time, and they are holding it every round. Either they send 4 of their guys in towards another place, and they hold out, or have one guy holding out the a possible backstab area. So I mean, that's a good play coming out from Invictus.
Yep, that's a good play indeed, as this time around the Invisible Wings, they're not going to have the full buy coming in. Kappa only has Anoop to work with here to open things off in round 41, as right to ace does throw a few flashes towards the A bomb site here, and looks like that is where the push is going to come in. Excali though looks like he wants to make a play here on the B bomb site.
Yep, but unfortunately he didn't manage to blind himself though. But Marzel, he's going to open things up by getting a quick kill onto Methalab here. But right to ace, he drops down to 4 points of health himself, and looks like Excali is trying to find RatZ here in this bomb site. And he will take him down, but Manan will quickly trade that off, bringing this to a 4-on-3 situation. But the rush is there to the bomb site. Manan will quickly take down right to ace, and that is going to be round for Invisible Wings. They're right now on match point once again. Which team is gonna come out? Will this go into a 3rd overtime, or will Invisible Wings come out the victor?
I have absolutely no idea about the answer to that question, RatZ. But one thing is for sure, Invictus are not going to bow down without a fight. Yeah. As Iribi pulls out the AWP here, 4 rifles out for Invictus, while it is going to be a 5 rifle setup coming out for Invisible Wings here to start round 42 off.
Yep, it looks like Invictus, they went in for the aggressive rush, and with a nice smoke there, he will be able to spot out the members of Invictus here, but will be able to take him up. He does follow Excali, but Excali will take him down with 6 points of health, and we can see the rotations coming in from Sai and Manan as they are moving on to this B bomb side at the moment. And right now Invictus, they're playing it really slow here. They're waiting for the executes, waiting for more pickoffs before they make a move.
Yep, they do have the man advantage here. Pretty much going into last minute here of this round, and like you mentioned, one single mistake could pretty much cost them the game here, as Invisible Wings are on map point here, as Ribby with that AWP is not going to be looking for that peak just yet. He is falling all the way back towards the A bomb site. Okay, alright, he's going back towards the B.
Yep, and Invisible Wings, I mean, a good play coming up from Invictus here, forcing that over rotations, going back and just making them split completely. Now Manan, he's going to be completely flashed here, and it's all down to him. He does manage to spot out Marvel, takes him down immediately. He will spot out Ribby and take him out as well, and he could go into a PK, but DNM will not let him do that as he gets the kill, and the bomb plant will go underway. And now it's a 3-on-3 situation, a retake, and side. I mean, it's all down to Sai and Ko here, as the whole team is coming in aggressively, but Excali is playing here. He will take him down. What just happened there as Excali turned around? But now it's a 2-on-2 situation here. Sai and Kappa versus DNM and right to ace. Both these duos, I mean, we just have to see how well this goes out, as Kappa Sai will go in for that fake defuse, and looks like right to ace will be spotted out there by Kappa, and DNM is going in that Molotov. A good play, and right to ace will get 2 kills and bring this to a double overtime. What is happening? I mean, oh my god.
We might pretty much end up playing game 1 throughout the entire weekend if this continues. But I am really excited for what lies in store if this is the caliber of game 1, RatZ.
Yep. I mean, yeah, exactly, my friend, exactly. And now it's by the looks of things, Invictus and Invisible Wings scores leveled out as we move on to the 3rd overtime. And oh my god, I'm not really sure what. I mean, I just don't have things to say. But Invictus going in for that fast pusher. Looks like Invictus, they want to end this as soon as they can, and Manan is going to get spotted out, but he's got to get, but he doesn't get spotted out, he doesn't get spotted completely as he takes out 2 quick kills, and he's holding this office room area really well, and he will spot out Ribby, but Ribby will take him down as Sai will finish it off, and now DNM, the last man alive, will he be able to clutch this one out for Invictus, or he can take him down, and he will, as the crossfire setup works well in favor of Invisible Wings.
Yeah, perfect crossfire setup coming in from the CT side there. Puts them on 22 rounds here, and I have absolutely no words, man. The AWP setup working for Invisible Wings, and the switcheroo keeps happening. Momentum shifts continue on here in game 1, RatZ.
Yep, and now it's going to be an off versus off battle between Ribby and RatZ here, but Ribby, he's just waiting for someone to push out Ivy at the moment, while RatZ, he's going to be holding on to this B ramp, and a very aggressive B ramp, so he has to be very careful, because if he misses this shot, he could be in a lot of trouble, and by the looks of things, eXTREMESLAND will be making a move here, but RatZ will be able to get kill. He does, as he takes him out immediately, and that is going to level things up, but by the looks of things, mid to left also takes the fall there, as Mazel, if I'm not mistaken, takes him out.
Yep, Mazel gets the kill there, but he does get dropped all the way down to 3 hit points here. It is still 4 versus 4 as 1 minute on the clock. Looks like it might be an A play coming in for Invictus.
Yep, and Invictus, they've got a minute and 5 seconds to work with, and I'm not sure where they decide to go. They are looking for that slow push towards Ivy, though. Mazel really low on health, has a lot of utility to work with, so he better use that utility, otherwise if he falls, that's a lot of utility gone to waste, and at this third overtime, it's going to mean a lot, and it looks like he might get to take the fall here, but right away, will take down Manan here, but Kappa will burn Mazel down, as Mazel had very low HP, and now it's going to be an execute onto this A bomb site.
Yep, it's going to be an execute onto the A-bomb site here. 3 versus 3 as flashes come raining in. Invictus want to get this bomb down real soon here. Smokes are in position. They do have only 27 seconds to work with as DNM comes in with the loop around, but he does not manage to get the better off side here. He has to turn all the way around, and Kappa from Ivy there gets the better of him and shuts down right to Ace as Invisible Wings get onto 23 rounds on the back of some amazing opping there, RatZ.
Yep, Kappa there with a 4K, while, I mean, he did burn Mazel down, take down Ribby, used Ribby's op against DNM and Ace, taking them both down and winning the round for his team. That was just a brilliant play coming out of him.
Yep, that was a brilliant play indeed, and Invictus, they're going to be on a force buy here. Then the money doesn't look all that great as Ribby only has a Tech 9 to work with, while eXTREMESLAND has that Galil, and it's going to be 3 rifles out as well as flashes come raining in. Mid to left though is going to spot one, goes for the spray down, gets 2, could be 3, but is not able to, is pretty much forced to switch to the pistol there, but the bomb does get dropped down. DNM though gets the pick off onto Kappa and makes it interesting here, 3 versus 2.
Yep, if it was an old CZ, mid to left would have probably taken him down and probably taken the guy at Ivy as well, because that animation time on the CZ is too long and he just paid the price for it. But that's, I mean, right now Invisible Wings are at a very good advantage in this first half here, in the third overtime, and this is going to be extremely hard for Invictus to do it, but we've seen them done it before in this game. They might be able to do it again.
Yep, but there you go. Manan drops right to Ace, leaving DNM the last man alive here with only 19 points of health to work with. Spray comes in from Manan here, is not able to connect onto DNM. He does manage to stay alive here, but that could be only momentary as Sai closes things off. Invisible Wings 24-21 here to close things off in the first half of third overtime, RatZ.
Yep, they need just one more round to win this, to win this entire game, and but again that will be really hard as Invisible Wings, they're right now in the T side, Invictus on the CT side, and Mazel is gonna bring out the Scar 20 once again in this game, and another AWP onto Ribby. This time I hope if they're going in for the retake, if a retake situation arises, that they, you know, have another rifle to work with.
Yep, we saw how powerful that the weapon was in the defense. We also saw how bad it was on a retake. So we'll have to wait and see how effective that weapon turns out to be for Invictus, as Kappa is moving up and slowly moving towards the B bomb site here, something that Invisible Wings seems to have favored in the last few rounds, right?
Yep, and I like the setup coming up from Invictus here, complete line there as you can see on the map, but Mazel is going to open things up and getting a kill onto Manan here, but Kappa is going to quickly turn things around, and that's going to be a bomb plant as that Scar 20 goes down. And now it's going to be a retake situation. Ruby will take down Kappa, and now it's a 2-on-3 situation. It's going to be extremely hard for the side of Invictus here, but RatZ will take down RatZ immediately, bringing this down to a 2-on-2. DNM really low on health, has that smoke grenade to work with, and they could use that to their advantage. And you can see with the left is coming in. Sai is going to get taken down here, and they are going to go in for this diffuse, but looks like a bit of take, and with the left will get taken down by DNM, and that is going to be round for Invictus here. As we can see, DNM, he is searching for that kit. He does manage to find it, and that is going to be a round for Invictus. What a retake coming out from the DNM and Ace duo.
Yep, the backs against the wall there. Invictus step up, get the diffuse in, and keep this match going as 2 rounds away from leveling things up here and forcing 4th overtime RatZ.
Yep, another Scar 20 coming out Marzel. There Marzel was only able to get 1 kill in that entire fray, but he wasn't able to do much. And now Invictus, now Marzel, he's going to hold his position there, and Invisible Wings, full set of rifles and an AK-47. So they'll have to play really smart here. If they don't, they could be in a world of hurt.
Yep, and as they come rushing in, that auto sniper could go to work from Marzel here as smokes come raining in for the moment, and does look like Invisible Wings are setting up for that B execute yet again, and Marzel, would you guess, is in the perfect position to shut it down.
Yep. And Marzel holding on to this B bomb set all alone, and that's going to let Invisible Wings, because if Invisible Wings take out Marzel, that's going to be a free bomb set for them, and it's going to be a retake situation every time for Invictus, and that's not what they want, because that'll be just increasing the money situation for the side of Invisible Wings, because it's $800 for every bomb plant. So the side of Invictus, I mean, they're going to need some backup here, and RatZ will be that man there to back Marzel up with the rifle, while Invisible Wings, it looks like they're going to ditch this B bomb site for now and make a move slowly towards the A bomb site with 50 seconds left on the clock.
Yep, with only 50 seconds remaining, Sai is going to be taking that peek towards Ivy here, but with the smoke in position is not going to spot out DNM just yet, as Invictus now slowly but surely realize the fact that it could be an A play coming in from Invisible Wings. They have committed 2 players themselves. Towards their shot comes in from Ribby, and one of multiple players here. DNM go with 1 spray, and I'll take that too. Bomb gets dropped down here, but Ribby has to go big with the AWP. Goes for that no scope, doesn't manage to connect, but the slam dunk coming in from right to Ace manages to take down his ally there in Ribby, and 3 versus 3. This is getting real interesting, RatZ.
Yep, that could actually play a huge factor, but Excali, he does manage to take out RatZ. They're bringing this to a 3-on-2 situation, and now Sai and Mithlef, will they be able to hold this one up on the wall? And Mithlef will take him now, bringing this to a 2-on-2 right to Ace and Marzel. Marzel, he has his Scar 20, he has to switch to this weapon if he decides to, and Sai will take him out, leaving right to Ace, the last man alive. Will he be able to clutch this against Mithlef, his old teammate here? And he goes in for the fake defuse, but Mithlef playing it really smart here, just playing the bomb. He doesn't want to go in just yet, and he will take out right to Ace, and that will be game for Invisible Wings. The scoreline 22-25. Invisible Wings, what a game that was, my friend.
After seeing that player intro, how fitting that Mithlef is the one to step up for Invisible Wings, as they are your first winners here in Game 1 of the ZOWIE eXTREMESLAND Asia CSGO 2016 Indian qualifiers. Invictus came so close, but yet so far.
Yep, I mean, that was a very close game. So guys, don't go anywhere. We will be back after a quick break with the next game between...
yeah, that is Team MXB going up against Invisible Wings on stream. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.